But first, if you've been eating, drinking, and making a little too merry, we're going to show you how to break your holiday eating habits. And our whole living action plan is a 28-day jumpstart on a year of total wellness. And here to tell us about the plan is senior editor of Whole Living, and you've met her before, Terri Trespicio. And it's so nice to have you back on the show.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, dear. So, I love the cover of the new Whole Living. Look at this cover. It's a new take on Whole Living. Since I start my day every single day with what I call green juice, seeing all these variations.
So many.
Oh, so many fabulous ways to start the day.
Yes.
And to continue the day during the 28-day, it's not really a detox.
Well, it is for the first 2 weeks.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you.
I'm on it right now.
You are?
Yeah.
Yay,
Yeah.
me too. Living, sleeping, eating, and breathing.
Are you in a bad mood yet because you have no caffeine?
No. I'm really trying to forge straight ahead.
Okay. Well, this is just a fantastic, read this. Pick it up on the newsstand if you don't subscribe, but read this and you will get some fabulous ideas. Now, what are we looking at? Something
well, this is not...
This is not what we should be looking at.
We're looking at some of the foods. Okay, so let me give you just a quick overview.
This is the most, I love hot dogs. This is the most unappetizing hot dog I have ever seen.
That's on purpose. We're trying to get you to not want it.
And this big fat bun, I never eat hot dogs that look like that.
No, well, that's exactly, that makes it easy. If every hot dog looked like that, maybe we wouldn't eat them as much as we do. The four-week action plan is 28 days of total wellness. The first 2 weeks are purify. So you strip back, get back to the basics, lay the groundwork for some healthy eating habits.
No beer, I guess.
Nope. Here's all the stuff we're not eating for the first week.
No sugar, I guess.
No added sugar, no refined carbohydrates, no processed stuff, processed meats.
No starches.
Wheat, gluten, dairy, soy, corn, eggs. I can rattle off like that because I'm doing it. But it's not that these foods are bad. No soy. And here's why.
Okay.
Soy and dairy and gluten are not evil foods. We're not saying you should never eat them. For the first week of the detox, we're doing and it's a simple elimination diet. These are the most common allergens. Okay. It doesn't mean you're going to discover you're allergic to bagels. So you're eliminating
the bad or the problematical. Yes, get our stomach nice and flat. Okay.
Yeah, that's the idea. So we go off that for a week. Okay. And then next week, day by day, we add certain foods back in.
Not even egg whites? I ate an egg white this morning.
Well, that's fine. You know what? Let's not get crazy about the rules here.
Just a hard-boiled egg white.
As a rule, take everything off. You're going to play the game.
Okay.
Right.
So why is it important to detox?
Well, let me tell you this. There is a lot of hocus pocus out there about what detoxes do, and you want to not get sucked up into that. So I'm going to be very careful about how I describe it.
I went on one of those liquid detoxes, and you know,
that's hard. I can't do it.
It's very hard, and I don't think it's necessary.
I tried a juice cleanse, and I was in tears and eating falafel by the second day. So I can tell you that it's not for everyone. But this is a gentle food-based detox, basically. And here are the foods we're eating, and here's why.
And this is the first week?
Yes, first. Well, your whole life, ideally, right? But we cut these out for the first week. We gradually add them back in. The result, why you detox, ease up on that digestion, and ramp up your nutrition. This has a lot more nutrition than that. So what can you eat? Someone says, well, you just took out all my favorite foods. What do I eat now? Ever hear of vegetables, fruits, grains, beans? You can even eat meat on this detox, believe it or not. Small portions must be hormone-free, organic, grass-fed.
Or fish?
Clean meat and fish. Yes. Wild-caught fish, smaller fish, anchovies, sardines, which I love. Every time I come on the show, we're talking about sardines.
Oh, I know.
Every time.
I love sardines.
Very popular fish.
Okay.
So this is the stuff we're going to eat.
Organically
this looks much better, doesn't it?
Eat organic.
Eat organic, but if you can't get organic fruits and vegetables, eat them anyway.
St. Bart's, where I was, the green lentil is king on St. Bart's.
I just bought some myself.
And it is. You make the delicious salad. You just boil them until they're tender, and then just mix them.
Doesn't take long.
Mix them with a little bit of hot pepper, any hot chili pepper,
lemon.
and a little olive oil. That's it.
By the way, we have tons of recipes and suggestions on wholeliving.com/action-plan.
And sweet potatoes, I love.
I just cut one up and put it in the oven, roasted it last night. Delicious.
So good.
So.
Okay. So
let's talk portion size.
Yeah,
here's a sample day. You're looking here like, well, what would be an example of what I eat?
This is a whole day? I thought that was lunch.
Yeah. Here you go. It's your first meal. No, this is your whole day.
I'm just kidding.
Portion size. Again, we're eating 5 to 6 small meals a day so that your blood sugar doesn't drop, so you don't get hungry. Meal? So that might be your breakfast.
Okay, that's a smoothie.
Not for me. I would probably add a little oatmeal to that.
This is a mango smoothie.
This is a mango smoothie. Delicious. And it's filling. It has, it looks good. And so we have, yes, I would actually.
That is really good.
Yeah, that would be good. A little bowl of oatmeal maybe with that. We have an almond chicken soup that we have recipe for on the site.
That looks good.
That might be your lunch. Midday snack, some veggies and hummus, maybe some apples and almond butter, which is totally fine.
At tea time.
Yeah, perfect snack.
And that's supper.
Now the idea is that
Oh, that looks so good.
wild-caught salmon, fantastic. Proteins like meats you're going to eat, fish, the size is about the size of a smartphone. You know, maybe that's a smartphone from like a couple of years ago. But ideally, something like that, smaller.
So what kind of results can we expect if we
Yes.
if you follow
the
this program?
Everyone's body is different, and you are the expert on your body. You'll know how you feel.
How
Some
many
people
of you
might
in
say,
the audience are on a sort of a detox for January?
how many are going to be? Everyone's going to
Yes,
be
they're all
today.
going to be. And you know, it doesn't matter how much you weigh. It matters how you feel.
How you feel, but you
And
will
if
lighten
feel,
up.
Yeah, you will lighten up on this kind of 28-day program. You will feel so much more energetic.
You will.
Yes.
That I can promise you, that it will not be easy in the beginning, because you have to plan for the food. You have to plan ahead, so you're not, you know, if you're wandering out in the streets and hoping Action Plan friendly food's going to pop up, you will be sorely disappointed. But what you can do to make sure this works, clean out your kitchen, do some shopping, plan ahead.
I came home.
Yep.
I came home from my trip, and the kitchen had been cleaned. There was not one thing to eat in my kitchen.
Oh, well, that's a good place to start your
I
detox.
know, it was fantastic.
Talk to your family,
I had
though.
to go out to the greenhouse and pick some
I
oranges.
love that.
It
I like
was
starting fresh.
Perfect.
Talk to your family about why
Okay.
you're doing this is another thing. Stay connected with us. There's hundreds of people who are following us on the Action Plan online and blogging about their experience, and anyone can go on and blog too. Plus, we're doing it on radio.
Yeah,
We're
and
going
you
to be
should
talking
all
to the
join
experts.
in. Okay, so how do we get onto that community?
Go to wholeliving.com/action-plan. You can find your community there. If you are having trouble kind of getting motivated, that's a great way to do it.
And whole living is spelled with a W, not an H. W-H-O-L-E.
Right, and we'll be on there. I go on there every day, answer questions, so you don't have to go it alone, and you really can. If you want to make big changes in your life, start with your diet in your life today.
We're going to answer questions from our audience members about ways to jumpstart a healthy new year. We have Lori Scala from Fairfield, Connecticut. Where are you, Lori? Oh, okay. Hi.
Hi. I just have a question. I'm from Connecticut, and I have 2 girls, and they love oatmeal, but they will only eat it with brown sugar, a lot of brown sugar. And if I don't put enough, they put maple syrup on top when I'm not looking. So I'm looking for something to sweeten.
Okay. Well, first, we'll talk about eating healthy in the morning and eating for the Action Plan, which are 2 different things. I don't know if you need to put your kids on the Action Plan right now. If they're eating oatmeal, good for them, right? Because oatmeal's very healthy.
And a little brown sugar is not going to hurt.
A little brown sugar
Are they
is not
growing
gonna
girls?
hurt
How
them.
old?
And 14.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
they're growing.
But Shira talks about different ways to sweeten your oatmeal without adding so much sugar.
If you didn't want to add brown sugar, you could start by adding some dried fruit or even fresh fruit, and maybe that would add a little bit of sweetness. And also, agave nectar is one of the sweeteners that is a lower glycemic index than refined sugars like brown sugar, and you usually only need to use a little bit less of it, so you're still getting the sweetness.
And cinnamon is another thing.
Cinnamon as a spice.
I wanted to cut back on my sugar
I
too.
hate cinnamon on my oatmeal.
Really?
Don't give that to your daughters.
I like cinnamon and nutmeg. I like a nutty sort of, you know.
Check
so
with
that's a
them
good one.
first about cinnamon. but-
Cinnamon's good for you, but it doesn't.
Yeah.
No, I can't stand it on cappuccinos and on oatmeal. Oh. I like cinnamon cookies.
Okay.
Okay,
Well-
next question. Mary Ann Caposilla. Caposilla in Westchester. Hi.
Hello.
Hi, Marianne Capicella from Westchester County, New York. I wanted to know, I have a very busy social life and busy life in
Lucky
business.
you.
and business also. And I'm trying to stay focused. Can you help me that way?
Well, we don't have lives. We just work and hang out. So it's very easy for us to
Oh,
be
I
healthy.
have a lot of lives.
Well, one of the
Thank
things
you.
when trying to be healthy, of course, is that your life does get in the way of being healthy, but it doesn't have to. One of the things to do is to really prioritize your health by thinking of other ways that you can be social. Do you have to go and have a huge meal when you meet your friends? Can you meet your friend for a latte and go for a walk? You know, can you build movement and health into your life? What else? What do you do? You look in great shape.
I
Sheila.
would say, keep healthy snack options with you, because I think that's one of the pitfalls. Is you're trying to do good, your kitchen's stocked, everything's stocked, but then you're stuck in the car or you're stuck doing errands longer than you think, and it's really easy to just go for those convenience
Were you one of the
foods.
donut egg McMuffin
Yes,
people
I
today?
was. Yes, I was.
I mean, we
had
blame our social lives
that
for
doesn't
it.
give you. That does not give you energy eating like that.
No.
And social lives you don't have to pick either or. I have a life or I eat well. You can absolutely do both. And by the way, if you are going to follow the action plan, we have a very stalwart community online at on wholeliving.com where people are supporting each other through this. You can actually find partnerships that way and use each other to motivate to live healthier.
Thank you.
Thank you. We have Michelle Carstensen from Mankato, Minnesota.
Hi. Yeah, I'm Michelle Carstensen from Minnesota State Mankato. And because I'm going to college, I still eat healthy and exercise regularly, but I get so stressed out when it comes to nighttime, when I'm doing homework, and I just grab any kind of candy or chocolate I can find in the house. What are better snacks, and how can I stop doing that?
And you know, when college kids, like late is late. Like they're snacking after midnight. Are we talking like after midnight snacking here?
Yeah, and a college community, it's also very hard to find the perfectly ripe pear or the crispy good apple.
Yes.
I mean, you have a limit to what you can find there too,
Well, you
right?
can't eat what's not there though, right?
That's true.
I would say a good place to start is to have a well-balanced dinner, and that's gonna get you through the night, you know, with lots of energy. And then if you want to snack afterwards, you know, choose something like maybe nuts. Almonds are a great snack. I even like just to have an avocado with a little bit of salt and olive oil, and that's something you can just
That's
eat
what
right
I
out of
like.
your
I like
out
that.
of your hand, and that's going to make you feel full. You're going to feel satisfied because a lot of times if you try to choose, you know, healthy foods that aren't satisfying, you're going to end up eating the candy and the chocolate anyway. So if
But
you
even a
start with
low-fat
something-
yogurt, you can keep. Do you have a little refrigerator in your dorm or your
Oh, I have a house, so I have a big fridge.
Fill it with yogurt.
Oh, so you can stock up on the
Here's
weekends.
another tip is make it a point and make it a practice that when you eat, you do nothing else. So rather than writing your paper and eating and you don't remember how much you ate, when it comes time to eat, you sit and you have your snack, then you put the snack away, and then you do your work. If you only do one thing at a time, you're going to be more focused and you're going to cut back on the mindless eating.
Thank you very much. Well, don't forget to go to wholeliving.com to join the online community following the 28-day challenge. Thank you both so much.
No
We're
problem.
very good.